single sugar molecule. Here's the chart that they talked about today. What happens with food that we eat? Carbohydrates turns into glucose. Glucose turns into pyruvate. Pyruvate can become glucose. It's a two-way street. Okay, and then pyruvate can become acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA cannot become pyruvate. It's a one-way street. And then acetyl-CoA become the Krebs cycle. Tricarboxylic acid, Dr. McRae talks about that. And then electron transport chain, of course, comes off of electron transport chain is a source of energy, actually. And this one has to happen in order for this to happen. Amino acid, proteins that eat, some of those proteins tend to amino acids. These amino acids tend to pyruvate. Then pyruvate can give you energy, of course. And some amino acids become acetyl-CoA, can give you energy. Amino acids can turn into intermediates of Krebs cycle, can give you energy. Okay? Fat. They break down to, they are usually triglycerides. Most of 90% of the fat you eat in your diet is triglyceride. 90%. And then it breaks down to fatty acid and glycerol. Fatty acids can become fatty acids fragments, 2 carbon fragments, and glycerol can become pyruvate, and pyruvate, of course, gives you energy. Now, let's talk about the question that I gave you guys about Jim, that he eats and he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The reason is this. If you eat protein in your diet, a lot of it, and what happens, they become amino acids. Amino acids becomes pyruvate, and pyruvate becomes acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA, your body does not need it. You don't exercise, you don't study for zoology. What happens, this acetyl-CoA turns into 2 carbon fragments, and the 2 carbon fragments turns into fatty acid, and these fatty acids are stored in your fat cells, right here. Do I make sense? In your fat cells, carbohydrates are not stored. Don't get the impression. In your fat cells, these are, the triglycerides are stored, but they came from amino acid. If you eat a lot of carbohydrates, what happens? Pyruvate. Pyruvate turns into acetyl-CoA. Acetyl-CoA turns into 2 carbon fragments. Carbon fragments turn into fatty acid. Fatty acids are stored in your fat cells. Same as, of course, a lot of fat in your diet, they can go ahead and be stored in your fat cells. Make sure you know that diagram. There are a few quiz or exam questions on it. And of course, this is what we talked about. The amino acids in your liver turns into ammonia and carbon dioxide. Ammonia turns into urea. Urea goes to the kidney disposes. Okay? Let's talk about endocrine system for Tuesday. So that way, I have your attention.